Don't shoot the baby! Do not shoot the baby! Welcome back to more Sonic Adventure. Today's part, we're tackling Red Mountain, and we're gonna be finishing off God. Gamma's story. So you get to see the upgrade in action. It's a bomb. It blows things up. It's not very good at it because the enemies are just too far. They're too far apart from one another, unfortunately. Jesus Christ, how many items are you gonna obtain, Gamma? I actually like how this stage is designed for Gamma. Yeah, I almost said Omega again. I'm so good. It makes you have to traverse this place in a somewhat different way from how you did as Sonic. And only as Sonic. Sonic and Gamma are the only ones that go through this part of Red Mountain. It's not a level that's explored by a whole lot of characters, come to think of it. Yay. And you know, I say that, but there's a lot of stages that only have, like, 3 people go in it. Food for thought. Actually, wait a minute. I think all stages are like that? I haven't actually counted it yet, but I think every stage has 3 characters go through it. Which is probably also why Sonic doesn't go through Hot Shelter.
E-104 Epsilon. Rescue complete.
Fascinating. Miraculous, you could even say. Yeah, I never put that much thought into it.
E-103
Wait a minute.
Delta.
Wait a minute. Hold on now.
E-104 Epsilon. Rescue mission accomplished.
There's one level that only gets 2 visitors. I think it's Lost World. I think only Sonic and Knuckles go through that.
Location unknown. Perhaps aboard the egg carrier. Mode change.
Man, it's actually got me thinking about level choices and who's in where.
Mode change.
I guess I gotta think about that stuff because I got nothing else to think about while I'm waiting to get to the next stage. How do you like that wall in most of the camera's way?
The train headed for Station Square will be
Yeah, that's
departing
nice.
soon.
It's actually kind of funny to think about Station Square because it doesn't really lend itself to Gamma's story that much.
Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter.
It only exists to get him to Emerald Coast and that's it.
Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
Hot Shelter.
Mode change.
So yeah. Yeah, you absolutely can get the upgrade right around now. But, you know, we got it early. Hot Shelter is Gamma's last stage in the game. And it's the hardest one for him. You get 3 minutes, and you spend 7 of them in the starting 7 minutes? Jesus Christ. You spend 7 seconds in the elevator. So, you know. This is a long stage, though, for real. Ooh, hello! Yumma items! Oh, what am I doing? The Spring Gamma. You definitely want to combo enemies as much as possible, because those time boosts are very important. The time boosts are very important. Thank you. I have actually died to a time over in this level a few times. Because, yeah, it's a little hard. I will say, when you're going for Chao grinding, because of the way that, Gamma's gameplay loop is, it's very good for, you know, you get a lot of enemies that will give you a lot of animals that you can then, you know, use on your Chao to upgrade them and give them better stats. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad that you can target the switch. The stage also does just have some meandering moments. So, yeah. Man, the explosive shots really aren't all that great, are they? This section's fun. It kind of reminds me of an area in Bullet Station in Sonic Heroes. Ooh. Ooh. Oh god, okay. Jesus Christ, train. I think we're about to hit the boss of this stage. And, you know, that is something very neat about this stage that or about Gamma's gameplay that I like, is that, whoa. Oh my god, my hover's gone. Oh my god, I took damage and my hover's gone. Anyway, what I like about Gamma's gameplay is that it's the only one where bosses are in stages. Which, for classic Sonic games, is, you know, nothing new, but for adventure, you've had boss fights dedicated with their own, like, rooms and whatnot. This is the first time where you've, in the entire game, been dealing with bosses in the stages. And this one's neat because it has a whole entire section dedicated to it. It's still the exact same boss fight, just in the way that you shoot, you stand in place and shoot. I didn't even get enough time to mention the fact that this thing's covered in Dreamcasts.
E105 Zeta.
Good camera angle.
Complete.
But yeah, I think it's a neat thing that sets Gamma's story apart, because this is the only time in the game where you have bosses during stages. Wow, this is gonna be a really short part. I wonder if I should attach this, at the end of the previous part. I don't know. I'm really tempted to just show off Chao. Alright, I'll do one bit of Chao Garden stuff. With the most clunky character to do it with. Don't say I never did anything for you guys. Gamma's got so much weight. And they all go out. Can I? Gamma? 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 Thank you. I was like, please. Anyway, I'm not gonna take care of that egg. Oh, in the water it goes. I guess Gamma can't roll in sand or something. Anyway. There we go. Oh my god, that thing got born. We're just going to ignore it. We're going to ignore the drowning baby. Oh. Well, I guess you're mine now. Anyway. As you can tell, I'm so good at raising children. Uh-oh! 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 Don't shoot the baby! Do not shoot the baby! Let's shake a tree. These are not fully grown yet. Shake, shake, shake. Where did I put the animals at? Deer. Deer. Did the rest of the animals drown? I guess they drowned. Please give the child the animal? Please? Please? There we go. Yeah, for those of you who are used to SADX or Sonic Adventure 2 at all, this is distinctly different. I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. I've completely forgotten how this works. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, well, that child is gone. Hey, new child. How do you feel about being not that guy? Oh, you've got the same face. You know what? It's like he never left. I bet you're hungry. Yumma, yumma. Have a seed. Woo! and knocked him right out. Alright. Hey, that was terrifying. Don't have kids. Don't have kids. You might accidentally erase them from the world. Okay. Hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked the Chow Garden. Holy shit.
E-105 Zeta rescue complete.
That was
Units
hilarious.
remaining. Gamma.
Well, look who it is.
Beta.
Well, that cutscene kind of spoiled the next boss song, but okay. Oh, thank God we don't have to walk all the way over there. So, the final boss for Gamma's story. E-101 Mark II. This guy actually puts up a fight. Oh, fuck you! He lag spiked me! He only hit me because he lag spiked, cheater. Ooh. Ooh. I actually really like this fight. And this song. This is a banger song. This is the only fight that Gamma does that's actually, you know, tough. Requires skill. Has you moving. I really love this song. Oh, wow! God hit! Oh, and I didn't get him in time. So he's gonna do that whole barrage again. Hey, you know what? That's fine by me. Pad out this level some more. How did this area get fixed after the Knuckles version of the Chaos 6 fight? Okay. You know what? I'll just take the hit. I'll just take the hit.
Mission complete.
Woo! And that will do it for Gamma's gameplay. So I'm putting my controller down. Thud. But before you fall, you gotta do one last cheap shot. Asshole. First you lag spike me, and then you play possum. Oh, and out goes a bird. Gee, I wonder if this has any correlation to Amy's story. I wonder if this means anything in particular. So yeah. Gamma's story ends with him dying. In order to rescue all of the E100 series, up to this point anyway, Gamma blows all of them up and then goes down with them in order to rescue the animals that were trapped inside. And yeah, inside of both Beta and Gamma were the Flicky Bird's parents from Amy's story. This is what I mean when I say that even though overall plot-wise, Gamma's story is not really important, it is a way better implementation than Big's story, because Big is inconsequential. This furthers not the story, but more so themes and tones. This is a good individual story for a character that only exists for this game. And I'm not counting Chaos Gamma from Sonic Battle, because that is a completely different character, as it turns out. And yeah, this is like the definitive end for Gamma. Gamma appears like very rarely in the games, but it is never this Gamma, not in the way that you'd think it'd be. Chaos Gamma is a completely different robot based off of Gamma's design. And the Gamma that appears as a optional playable character in Sonic Shuffle is specifically a character created through the dreams and memories of the other characters that met him. Which is very cute, by the way. I'm never gonna play Sonic Shuffle for the channel, but I think that's an incredibly cute thing. Yeah, I just think this is a really good individual story that also has some implications for some of Eggman's creations as a whole. Despite everything, Gamma turned out completely different. Gamma was his own person. He was someone with his own morals, his own feelings. And sure, that could have just been the bird that was inside of Gamma having a, leaving a bit of an impression on on Gamma's own, mind. But I don't know, I think there's also a... you could just as easily take it that Gamma always had the potential for his own personal emotions, much like a lot of the other robots that Eggman creates does. It's what makes Metal Sonic an interesting character later in the games, where he has his own inferiority complex. This is probably the lead-up to all of that. It's Gamma's story that sets this sort of stuff up. And it's because this one was such a good one, too, that I think it makes it all the better. And I also think it leads great into Omega, because Omega is another character that defects from Eggman that's part of the E100 series. But in a very different way. And what's fascinating about Omega is that I'm pretty sure he's not powered by an animal. It'd be kind of fucked up to still have a character that's powered by an animal as one of the good guys. But yeah. Gamma also gets a very sweet ending screen to be a little bit different. And I think it's just the cutest little thing. Because where every other character got to be in their victory screen, Gamma's victory screen is the two bird parents. Not with their child, interestingly enough. I guess this was their honeymoon picture. But we did it! We did all of the stories! Except we didn't. Because as I've said multiple times over,
Select a character.
we've got one more story to do. So I'll see you guys in the final part of Sonic Adventure, where we're going to finish this whole thing off.